Hi, it's David here, and I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. You know, Christmas is that time of the year where we remember and reflect on the gift of God to us. The greatest gift you can ever give is the gift that keeps on giving. And many times in our lives, we receive gifts that are perishable and gifts that we forget about after a while. But the gift of God in Christmas is the very life of Christ, His life given to us so that we can have salvation, redemption, forgiveness, healing, deliverance, prosperity, good health, great wealth, and joy on every side. Now, you're possibly there saying, well, there are jingle bells here and there. It's red and green in different parts of the world, and there's a Christmas tree in my neighbor's house, and I can hear people blaring music down the street, but I feel terribly alone because nobody seems to think about me in this season. Nobody seems to be there for me. I have no husband or no wife. I have no auntie, no uncle, no cousins, no friends, or maybe your boyfriend broke up with you or your fiance broke your heart. Something went wrong and you're feeling terribly miserable. I can't exactly say that I know exactly how you feel, but being someone who's been privileged to minister to people and counsel people and teach people, a couple of days ago, somebody was very vulnerable with me and said, this is going to be the first Christmas where I'll be all by myself. And I realized that that is not the only person who's feeling that way at a time like this. It's possible you live alone, but let me encourage you by saying that regardless of how you feel and how you're feeling even right now as you're watching this, God is with you. It might seem somewhat theoretical and conceptual. Maybe it doesn't seem practical and tactical, but God is with you. I often encourage people when they're going through crisis by telling them or reminding them that they didn't write an application letter to be born, to be placed on earth. There was none of us who ever went to a counter in heaven and said, God, I'm bored of being in this realm of the supernatural or being non-existent. I want to be born. And what that means is the fact that you're here, the fact that you've been placed on this earth by God in this season and in this time means that it's not only committed to your purpose and your assignment, but it's committed to you as a person. God is with you. He loves you. He cares for you. He wants the best for you. Now, how do you get out of this feeling of loneliness in a practical dimension? There are two key things you can do. The first one is for you to begin to meditate on the things that God has done for you. Yes, I know you don't have your favorite voucher or your gift card. Maybe there's no hamper in your house, no Christmas card somewhere down your mantelpiece. Maybe you've not even received any BB broadcast or a phone call from a loved one or a smile from a stranger or a pack of sweets from Santa Claus, or you don't have a TV to watch your favorite shows on. But guess what? The fact that you can watch me right now is proof that your eyes can see. The fact that you can listen to me right now is proof that your ears can hear me. And that means that you operate in a dimension of health that many people on earth don't have the privilege of boasting about. So that's something to thank God for. Think about the times you should have died, you could have died, you would have died if God didn't come through for you. Think about the times that you left your house late, but you got to work early enough. You could have been fired. Think about the fact that you got back late at night and nothing happened to you. Think about the fact that you lost your phone, but you didn't lose the vital numbers you needed for the next 2 days. Think about the fact that you can still breathe well without being hooked up to a life support machine. And even if you're hooked up to a life machine right now, the fact that you're still breathing and there's an element of hope because God is still committed to you. That's the first thing you can do. Maybe you want to get practical by making a gratitude list and listen out some of those key elements and some of those things you've overlooked that God has done for you. Gratitude is the magnet that attracts more resource into your life. Now, the second thing you can do is to be the person who goes out there and who makes a difference, who sends the voice notes, who sends the SMS, who sends the email. You want to be the person who shares a gift. It doesn't have to be one super expensive gift that a super gazillionaire or hyper billionaire can provide or buy or procure. It doesn't have to be the Harrods gift set that costs £1,000 or £50,000. You know, I saw a hamper that cost £50,000 and I was wondering if there was gold inside or something. It doesn't have to be that expensive, but it could be a handwritten note that conveys the depth of gratitude you feel to somebody who did something for you last week or 2 months ago or early on in the year. Be the person who reaches out. When we reach out to people, we operate from a place of abundance and a place of prosperity. But when we wait for people to reach out to us, we are reminded of our poverty. It's going to be the poverty of our spirit or our souls. It could be the poverty of friendship and love and life. But you want to operate from a place of abundance and a place of joy. If you can do these two things, first of all, reestablishing and reenacting your gratitude to God, and secondly, also spreading the love and the joy and the peace based on the resources you have, you will see increase, you will see growth, you will see prosperity. Right about now, I can smell my chicken in the background and my lovely turkey prepared by my best friend ever, my loved one. And I'm very eager to taste it. I don't know what you've prepared. Maybe you've not prepared anything, but make yourself a lovely meal. Get creative about this. You don't have to be able to afford 1,001 cows to have a beautiful meal. I mean, we shop with just a few tens of pounds, and we're getting ahead. So regardless of where you are, maybe the sun is blazing hot, or you can feel the cold like we're feeling right here. It is a good thing for you to have great joy. Celebrate, make the most of what you have. And when you make the most of what you have more to make the most of. Because the best things in life don't come to those who have the best of things, but those who make the best of the things that they do have. Here is Dami wishing you a very Merry Christmas, a blessed New Year, one filled with joy, with hope, with love, with strength, with faith, gratitude, prosperity, increase, enlargement, promotion, acceleration. I look forward to seeing you in the new year at some point. But meanwhile, you have a friend or you know somebody, an uncle and auntie who's divorced, who's alone, who's separated, whose boyfriend left them, and they're alone this festive season. Send the link of this video to them. That's a good way to share the love and spread the joy. Send the link of this video to them. Leave a comment here. Let me know what you think and how you feel about this video. Subscribe to get more videos like this, and I look forward to the next video where I'll show you perhaps how to make the most of the brand new year. God bless you. Have a good one. Signing out.